Dr. Naik, Dr. Wang, thank you so much for joining us. Obviously, the pandemic has had a drastic effect on this meeting, but for you personally, how has this affected your day-to-day work?
So the pandemic has affected all of us, including, research work because of limited capacity in the labs. And as scientists, you know that we are social creatures and we like to talk to each other about ideas, sketchboarding, meeting people at the water cooler. I think that's where unique discussions happen and ideas get exchanged. And unfortunately, because of the COVID-19 pandemic, that has been limited substantially. It's not the same using a platform like Zoom or WebEx or things of that nature. It does impact that social interaction that scientists need to exchange information. However, I think there are also some unique opportunities that the pandemic has provided to us as scientists in terms of being able to connect for a couple hours from people across the globe, different time zones, can get together, have a meeting without having to leave the confines of your home or fly across the world just for a day or a couple hours meeting. So I think that has been, one of the silver linings of the pandemic is more people across the globe can connect through a variety of different platforms and exchange information.
Yeah, I think it's as Dr. Naik mentioned, I think that's true actually. And the pandemic it really affect what we are doing in the laboratory. And I really kind of experimentalist here, and we had a good lab in some way, I think. And unfortunately, actually, the lab is partially open to us for under a certain way, and allow us to get into the laboratory and to the works, and then we can go home through the web, and process the data and get what we trying to do in a special situation. Actually, yeah, I think really affect our life, but we are learning in the way how to adapt a new science and in the natural science we have to face. Actually, yes.
Now, today is highlighted by a number of tutorials. Tell us about some of the tutorial sessions that you are looking forward to and about the importance of those tutorial sessions to an MRS meeting.
I'm really looking for actually about this kind of advanced characterizations in the materials field, and this really kind of is in my field actually, and the work on the electron microscopy, and this really cover the frontier and how the things going on there, and I'm really looking for this direction actually.
A couple of tutorials that is really exciting, especially with a lot of the wearable devices and bio integrated materials for making some of these devices for either neurotechnologies or other sensor platforms. I think that those tutorials are one that we have today on flexible, stretchable, bio-integrated materials. This is a growing area. The other one is in the area of materials discovery for brain-inspired computing, right? Again, a very active area of research, looking at some of the materials challenges that are associated with that. So again, those are cutting edge, I think, areas of research, and those tutorials, I think, are going to be phenomenal in terms of getting people up to state of the science, but also some unique opportunities and some of the approaches to addressing some of the challenges that are facing those areas of research.
And some of your technical sessions also get underway today. What are some of the topics that you are looking forward to hearing about at this meeting?
Energy materials, and it's another very important direction, and in the whole meeting is signature domain in some way actually, and we can see there are so many sessions on different energy frontier of research actually, and for example solars, and rechargeable batteries, and their fuel cells, and this is all exciting about the energy efficiency harvesting, and the kind of renewables, and at the same time, and modern quantum computing technology. It's emerging horizon in there, and we can see kind of written materials activity there. 2D materials, for example, it's very important field as well, and nowadays, and the data science, because with progress materials study, covering from a theoretical to the experimental, and then combine them together, and then you get a lot and a lot of data in there. We cover the data science under the machine learning aspect, artificial intelligence, and all this combined together. I think it's very exciting, and to see what's a frontier for this kind of materials frontier, we can make better materials and serve the society and for the human being.
So I think there are three areas at MRS that you're going to hear about symposiums in three, I would say, buckets. One is in the area of biomedical applications, looking at different materials for biomedical applications, whether it's in drug delivery, whether it's looking at how you can 3D print biomaterials for medical applications, looking at things like how would you develop organ on a chip, for personalized medicine. The other area is looking at material solutions for interfacing with biological systems. And what I mean by that is looking at different devices, whether neurotechnologies is one example. The other example is looking at how can you develop wearable devices. There's some challenges on materials challenges that need to be addressed from that perspective. And the last one is the area of bio-inspired materials and manufacturing, using things like bio-based approaches, but also synthetic biology, which is a growing area of interest for MRS, and how it could be used to manufacture materials in the future is an area that we're going to continue to build within the MRS community.
Thank you so much, Dr. Wang and Dr. Naik, for joining us today.